Hello, everybody. My name is Amanda. If you don't know who I am from Homeschool Family Legacy. I'm a homeschool mom of 4 boys, and I am going to talk to you guys about a little bit about what year-round homeschooling can look like. And there's a couple different reasons why people choose to homeschool year round. A lot of people think, oh, I have to be behind to do that. And you don't. If you're behind, there's always the question, like, who are you guys behind? Like, in homeschooling, we compare our children against themselves and we look for progress rather than this bell curve imaginary child that doesn't really exist in the world. So who are you really behind? But if your child, some of the things, like if you're behind, I like to say if it's where your child is at is beginning to affect their confidence, then that's worth diving into. And if you're worried about them like not being able to read, to me, reading is like, okay, well, once we learn to read, then they could learn anything they want to learn. And so, no matter where else your child is at, like as long as they can read, then they can learn what they need for life. So that's kind of my perspective on the whole philosophy. So if you are behind in finishing your curriculum for the year, schooling through the summer might be a really great option for you. On the other hand, if you're like me and you're like, well, I don't want there to be a summer slide with my children or us to completely lose our routine because, like, I have 4 boys, you guys. If we lose our routine, it is bananas. It is not a pretty house to live in, and I'm peace out. Like, I'll let the house burn. So we have to have some kind of routine in our home, in order to maintain order. However, you don't have to necessarily do that with school, but I'll tell you what we do in a minute. And doing this process, homeschooling year round, has actually gotten my children pretty far ahead. They're all at least a grade ahead, if not 2 grades ahead. They're all just advanced academically. And it's not because I'm like pushing them, but I'm keeping it consistent and showing up consistently. Like I just walked out there and my 7-year-old, it's 8 here. And he almost had all his schoolwork done. And he's like, oh, I just wanted to get it done. And I was like, okay. I did not push that. He's a bit of a go-getter personality, but that was all on his own. He's 7. So take it for what you want. But whether you're like behind or you just don't want a summer slide, there's a couple. The way we do homeschooling year round is we homeschool according to the seasons. And if you want what I do really in depth and you want to learn how to do this for yourself, I'm actually teaching this next month at the Homeschool Mom Summit, year-round homeschooling, and how to use the seasons to homeschool well. So all that to say is the way we do it is when it's raining here, because we live in Portland, Oregon, we are in the books 4 days a week. We do formal learning time 4 days a week. And I'd say we're pretty rigorous with it. It's 3 to 4 hours depending on how the kids are. I mean, they're not all doing homeschool that entire time. It's a 3 to 4 hour chunk because I have to bounce around to different kids to do it. For example, my 4-year-old, we work together for like 10 or 20 minutes. Sometime a half an hour because he's just loving the worksheets or whatever. Can I do another one? Yes, baby, you can do another one. So, you want to read with me? Like, yeah, sure, I'll read with you. So they're not all doing school for that chunk of time, but I'm wearing the homeschool hat, if you will. My 7-year-old usually does 45 minutes to an hour of homeschooling during our rigorous time, and that's 4 days a week. But when it shifts into April, May, sometimes through September, like spring to late summer here, we shift from homeschooling 4 days a week to about 2 days a week. And my biggest thing, if we don't do anything else, sometimes we do it 3 days a week, but my biggest thing, if we do nothing else, is to keep up the math. Because math is that thing that compounds, and if you don't use it, you'll forget how to use it, unless we're talking like first, second, maybe third grade math. But all the other kind of math, like you have to have it in context in order to keep building it and keep those skills strong and sharp. So we don't stop homeschooling math during the summer. We'll also, like, I just started like a puberty science curriculum with two of my kids. We'll do that until we finish it, whether or not it is this month or in the middle of summer. Also, my kids all kind of have a summer project they're working on. Last year, my oldest did a philosophy thing that he really was enjoying. Not philosophy is not my thing, but he enjoys it. So he did philosophy. And this year we're trying to figure out what our summer project will be. But that's how I try to keep up their writing skills. I want them to be creatively writing about something that they're passionate about. My kids really enjoy facts, and so it's usually not stories, which if your kid likes to write stories, that's fine too. But we'll always keep up math at least 2 days a week, unless we're out of town, like on vacation. And then we have a summer project going on. And my kids love science, so like we've got caterpillars out there. While we're done with our science curriculum, we're going to keep, going with the caterpillars, right? So we'll ebb and flow. We're doing a homeschool co-op. Like this month is about wildflowers. July, we're going to be talking about insects, so we keep up everything. Like learning is a lifestyle for us, but as far as that formal learning time, we keep it up for definitely math, and then we do a fun summer project that's writing based. And my two middles will probably continue doing their language arts formal learning as well. They like it, they enjoy it, and why would we stop? Because again, we need that structure in our house. And so while it's not 3 to 4 hours like it is during the winter time, maybe it's an hour, and then we're getting out and we're enjoying nature, or we're going to the library, or we're going to a play date, or we have a structure. Plus I have to keep those sort of things up because I work, and as a working homeschool mom, like I need my time to work. So you got to go do something while I work. So that's kind of how we keep up the year-round homeschooling routine. Really focused, rigorous during those gloomy fall, winter, early spring times. And then we shift to a lighter load during the summer just to keep up that routine, keep some skills sharp. But there's a lot of ways you can do this. And if you are feeling like, oh, I like that system, I just don't know if it'll work for us, I need some extra help kind of working through what would be the best for our family, then I'd love to connect with you one-on-one. You can go to homeschoolfamilylegacy.com/connect. The link is in the description as well. And then we can connect on a Zoom call, and I can kind of help you walk through that process a little bit. I'm an amazing planner, so I don't think you have a problem I can't handle. I have yet to meet one. So let me know if that's you. Just go to the link. Or like you can send me a DM too. You feel free to send me a DM. But I would love to help you with that. And year-round homeschooling, that's I think one of the biggest reasons my kids are ahead is because we just keep up the schedule and we enjoy it. So if you have any questions, please put them down in the comments below, and I hope to hear from you soon.